Hey everyone, it's Stiles. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. This is a nice easygoing routine you can do to cover all your bases and open up your body and get a little stronger, a little more flexible, a little more energetic. It's really your everything all together, all at once yoga. All right, let's get started. We've got a lot to do since we're doing everything. All right, let's start standing here nice and tall. Close your eyes here, easy in your knees. Let everything soften. So before anything happens, you have to soften. I have this theory about the Big Bang. Before the Big Bang, there must have been an even bigger softening. So let's become that softening together. All right, a little sway. So allowing for everything that's going to happen by simply softening, creating that room. Take a big inhale to lift up. Easy, soften, let your arms drop by your sides. Again, big inhale, fill up. Exhale, round up and over your legs here. Drop your head and neck. Easy, sway side to side. Inhale, lengthen up, nice, long, flat back. Exhale, soften inward. Drop your head and neck. A little bend in your knees. Again, big inhale, lengthen up, nice and long. Exhale, soften here. This time, plant your palms and step back toward your plank pose here, top of your push-up. So it's nice to think about with yoga that you're never in a specific pose. I think once you're posing, you're done in a way. Once you're posing, it's not happening or nothing's happening. So I love this idea of moving toward something all the time. So even though you're in a plank pose, you may be holding it, you're simply staying soft, and the breath is coming in and out of your body. So any rigidity or any stuckness or any stop of the flow of your flow state is not happening. So we are soft and easy, even though we're moving in something pretty still here. All right, drop your knees down toward the ground, and we'll sink into an up dog here. So drop your hips a bit, a little sway in your spine here. Maybe look over one shoulder or the other shoulder. If this is too much on your lower back, you can always come down a little bit more, or if it just simply feels better for you, come down a little bit more. A little sway here. Big inhale to open up the front of your body. Keeping your knees on the ground, shift up and back toward your child's pose. Relax here for a moment. And come back up onto all fours here. Spread your fingers nice and wide, like you're digging into the ground. Tuck your toes and lift up and back toward your down dog, settling in. So a little bend in your knees. Easy sway of your hips. Lean toward your left. Take a big inhale, float your right leg way up and back behind you. Down dog split. Open up through your hips and shoulders. A little bend in your knees and elbows. And straighten here. A little bend, soften. Easy, straight here. So just simply opening everything up here. Let it feel nice to you. We'll step it on through between your hands. Lean toward your left as you step this right foot right on through so you don't get stuck. We never want to get stuck. If we get stuck, we can get unstuck. All right, take that back knee down toward the ground here, simply opening up. Maybe crawl up on top of that leg if that feels nice, or staying down if that feels better. Breathing big. Tuck your back toes, bring your fingertips down toward the ground, lift your hips up, let your torso fold over your legs here. So keep your legs a little bit apart here so you have a nice way to balance. You don't want to have your feet on one line like a tightrope, then it's really challenging to balance, and it's no challenge that's going to really do you any good or help you progress. So you want to be in a place where you can be easy and stable and build from there. All right, we'll sink into a nice low lunge. So again, we're going to come up to stand, so make sure your feet are balanced, so a little bit wide there. Push down through your legs, roll your body up through your middle so you're balanced there. Take a big inhale to stretch up. Easy exhale, soften. Again, big inhale to lift up. Easy, soften here. One more time, big inhale to stretch up. And easy, come all the way back down. Plant your left palm down. Big inhale to stretch open toward your right. And we'll trade sides, right fingertips into the ground. Spin your back heel down. Big inhale opens you up for a triangle here. Bend through both knees. Reach your top arm back behind you. Bring your body up through your middle and take a big inhale to stretch up. Easy, sink into a nice warrior two. So your back toes coming in a little bit there, front toes forward, sink through your hips, nice and low. Easy, calm gaze. Take a big inhale, lift everything up. Easy, sink right back in toward that warrior two. Again, big inhale fills you up. Easy exhale, soften back. One more time, big inhale to take you up. Easy exhale, soften back out. Tip it all the way back here, reverse, lean back. And tip up and over, let your forearm meet your thigh. Opposite arm floats up and over. Roll your body open here. Bring your fingertips down toward the ground, come onto your back toes, lift your hips up, drop your torso over this front leg here. We'll come into a warrior three, but first lean back to go forward. Crawl yourself forward, fingertips come forward. That back leg just floats up off the ground. And we'll round up to stand here, so soften the knees, roll your whole body up. Bring this left leg along with you for a nice squeeze. And dive it right back in toward that warrior three. Let your fingertips catch you. A couple more times like that. Soften around your back and roll everything all the way up for a squeeze. And dive it all the way back toward that warrior three. One more time, soften, roll everything all the way up for a squeeze. And we'll open up to a nice tree pose. So foot can be high on your thigh or down on the ground, really wherever is comfortable for you. Thankfully, all the trees are different, keeping the forest really interesting. All right, so balancing here. So again, when you're balanced, sometimes the real pull is to be stiff or rigid or tense, but see if you can soften in this balance. So easy here. So with the softness and the balance, you'll notice a little bit of movement happening here. So it's not a big dramatic kind of sway side to side, but there's stillness and movement in that stillness. So letting yourself be movable here. A lot more enjoyable that way. All right, give this shin another big squeeze. Big inhale, and we'll dive it back toward that warrior three. Soften through your knees, step this top leg all the way back and make sure your feet are wide here. Push down through your legs, big inhale to lift up. And easy, come right back down, plant your left palm, and we'll step back toward your plank pose. So slide this leg around. And here you are in your plank pose here, nice and graceful. Little sway side to side or easy forward and back. And lift your hips right up and back toward your down dog. Settle here. Lean toward your right, take a big inhale, float your left leg way up and back, down dog split here, open things up, bend in the knees, and straighten here. So just a few times to roll around, open things up a bit. And lean toward your right as you step this left foot through, so the left hand can come up there. Make room for yourself is a good idea. Always make room for yourself. All right, again, step on your feet a little bit wide apart there. Push down through your middle, take a big inhale to lift up. And easy, soften right here. Big inhale to stretch up. And easy, soften here. One more time, big inhale to stretch up. And easy, come back down here. Bring your fingertips down toward the ground. Lean toward your right side. Big inhale to stretch the left arm all the way up. And trade sides, left fingertips come down. Lean into the fingertips there. Spin your back heel down. Big inhale to open up. Soften through both knees. Reach your top arm back behind you like somebody's giving you a hand there. Bring yourself up through your middle. Lift up. Exhale, settle in toward that warrior two. Again, your back toes are coming in a little bit there. Front toes facing forward. Relaxing in your shoulders. Easy gaze. Take a big inhale. Everything comes up. Easy, soften right back into it. Two more times here. Big inhale to fill up. Easy exhale, soften back. One more time here. Big inhale fills you up. Easy exhale, soften back. Tip it all the way back here. Reverse, lean back. And tip up and over. Let your forearm rest on your thigh. Opposite arm floating up and over. rolling your body open here. Come back and toward that low lunge, so your right fingertips come down, lean into the right, left fingertips come down, lift your hips up, drop your torso over these legs. Keep your knees a little bent here so you can really open up the hamstrings without a lot of resistance or tension. Okay, we'll come into that warrior three, but first again, lean back as you go forward. Here we go, crawl into it. Back leg floats up and around, everything all the way up to stand here. Hug the shin in for a squeeze. You can even have a little roll of the hip there, might feel nice. Big inhale to lift. And easy, send it right back in toward that warrior three. Again, round everything all the way up. Should even feel nice in your upper back. Let the movement roll through your whole body. Lift. And dive it right back in toward that warrior three. Again, whole body, everything rolls up from the middle, everything all the way out. And coming into that nice tree pose. Easy here. You can have the thumbs maybe toward your heartbeat if that feels nice, nice and grounding there. Or maybe let the arms float up. Relax shoulders, easy gaze. Breathing big. Again, finding that stillness, but allowing that internal movement to happen in your stillness. Should feel nice and natural to you. And take a big inhale, give that shin one more squeeze. And dive it all the way back toward that warrior three. So the fingertips come down to help you soften through your knees. Let the foot slide all the way back here. Push down through your legs. Big inhale pulls you up through your middle. Exhale right back down. Plant this right palm. We'll slide this left leg back here to your plank pose, top of your push-up. And this time just hanging out into it for a few big breaths. So first, maybe a bigger rock side to side or forward and back to find a nice place where you can stay for a little while. So a really cool thing about building strength is using the least amount of effort you need to do what you're doing at the moment. So sometimes a habit may be to hold the plank pose and kind of hold it as hard as you can, but try to hold a plank pose as easy as you can, and you'll be able to stay a lot longer and do a lot more, which is cool. All right, rock and roll a little side to side here. One more thing, lean toward your right side, big inhale to stretch open for a nice side plank. And easy back toward that middle plank, rock toward your left side, big inhale to stretch open here. And back to the middle. Again, we'll hold or hang out in this nice place for just a few more big breaths. So moving toward your plank pose, but never stuck or rigid here. So keeping that same internal stillness happening, your breath rolling through you, just like balancing in a tree pose, little side to side or easy forward and back. And soften your knees down toward the ground, drop into another up dog here, roll a little side to side if that feels good on your body here. If that's not so nice on your lower back, you can always come down a little bit more, open up your upper back here. Keeping your knees on the ground, shift up and back toward your child's pose, and simply rest here. Roll everything all the way up to sit. Just for a moment, close your eyes. Notice how you feel. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. And I hope you feel great, refreshed, fantastic, energized, awesome, just like yourself. And I'll see you soon.